The final group is warming up, and of course there are many others now in this libretto, but it's still, Taller, the battle of the Bryans in the eyes of a great many people.
Well, it is, Ted, with a few invited guests, namely Victor Petrenko and obviously Filipovsky. In the warm-up, every single triple has been done by all of the 6 competitors, and the warm-up is really worth the price of admission to the whole championship. I have not seen skating like it ever before. I hope that it transcends into each of their performances, because it will be one of the most historical evenings in male skating history. I'm sure of it.
You can see who the skaters are in the order in which they will skate. And the standing going into this, of course, Boitano is the leader. Filipovsky, who became the first place stander after compulsories because of the withdrawal of Alexander Fadeev, is in second place, and Brian Orser, after the short program, which was his major problem, in third place, and Katarina Witt and Frau Mueller looking on.
I like quoting Gertrude Stein, and she said, everything is different. Everything is the same, but everything is different. Now, Brian Boitano is skating first again, exactly in the same position that he did in Olympics. Does that mean that history will repeat itself, or does it mean that it's the same, but history will not repeat itself, and this will be Orser's night?
Well, in a few seconds now, we will definitely know, and there'll be a little hush, I think, as the first skater is introduced. And there's another great crowd, and a very enthusiastic crowd. Predominantly the visitors are Canadians and Americans here in Budapest. Brian Boitano has just looked the champion, though, every time he's laced on his boots here in Budapest.
I think, in fairness to all these great athletes, I will try to suppress commentary. What they're doing is every triple jump that is on the skating menu. Enjoy the performances. Nevertheless, there have been 2 attempts at it tonight. Triple flip with a triple toe loop, simply inhuman. by any standard. Definitely the Americans will stand for this. There was one tiny mistake. He did freeze on a second triple axel, and I think to compensate for that, he was able to, in the last minute of the program, throw in another triple Lutz. This skating is virtually unbeatable, but there could be one other performance that tonight might just top it. Let's hope it's our Brian Urser.
But a standing ovation for the Olympic champion, who is a magnificent skater, a superb performer, and what a competitor this man is. I mean, he gets the bit in his teeth when he goes out there, and he competes. Well, there's his gang, Linda Lever and Sandra Bezic on this side.
Here's the quad. You have to kind of wait for until they get around 4 times. As you can see, it was certainly not as successful as the one that Kurt Browning, but I can't imagine anyone having the nerve to put it in a world competition, particularly when the title is in the balance here. The jumping ability is simply astounding, and the quality that I mentioned about, again, a repeat of the quad, but the quality that I mentioned about stretching the free leg and landing with extensions is simply a joy to the eye, and you do not see it on the lower levels.
The marks going up first of all for technical merit will be the first group, and there they are, a 5.9 from the Soviet Union, a 5.9 from Poland, a 5.9 from Austria. The rest are 5.8s for technical. 5.8 though from the United States is rather strange. That was the same mark that the Canadian judge Gene Matthews gave him.
First triple Lutz with his chest.
And whether or not there's going to be any room left after the marks, the second set that you will see for artistic impression, well, I can see them now, and they are very similar. 5.9s from the United States this time, Denmark, Austria, Poland, the rest are 5.8s.
And Ted, wouldn't you agree that with that kind of marking, it almost gives him the title? It's so difficult to climb over 5.9s.
I don't see how it can be done. We'll see, though. We'll be right back.
Red, yellow, side,